Hey guys, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I could explain all the reasons. Just, it's COVID time and it's hard to be motivated. It's hard to think about what's important and what to focus on, and mental health and like being real and transparent and open with people that are people, not just social media, has been my priority. So being able to talk to friends and just keep it real about what I've been feeling. So I've been having a lot of conversations, but sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. Wanted to make you a video. Oh, don't mind these impressions on my forehead. I was laying down and my skin is really sensitive. So wanted to make a video because this story has come up a couple of times recently. Just with the state of the world, I think it's really easy to lose faith. It's really easy to be like, I don't believe in Jesus anymore. I don't believe in religion anymore. I don't believe in the church anymore. I don't believe in Christianity anymore. I'm just going to keep it real. I think in the midst of the world, when you see so much sin and hatred and sadness and racism and denial, and it's easy to get bogged down and feel hopelessness and be like, if there is a God, like, where you at, bro? Where you at? But I've been able to serve, been able to do like just some cool things the past couple days. And that's not what this video is about, but it is about how this story got rebrought to my memory, and I wanted to share it, not only to encourage myself, but to encourage you. The question that has come up frequently is, Lex, why do you believe what you believe? If you don't know what I believe Jesus Christ is the Messiah. I believe in Christianity. In college, I studied a lot of different faiths. I wasn't sure where I landed. I had a lot of experiential stuff. At one point, there was a thought that like I could potentially be a medium, because like I would have these prophetic dreams and these spiritual experiences and see things. And I was trying to like explore what that was. But later on, I learned, I landed on, I'm just very prophetic. I'm a prophetic Christian. So that's it. Okay. So that's my beliefs. But so the question that has come up is, why do you believe what you believe? And if I had to narrow everything down to one reason, I would say I believe in Jesus because he appeared in my room. I know it sounds crazy. And it literally makes me emotional every time I think about it. But the reason why I believe what I believe is because literally Jesus appeared in my room. It was a couple years ago. I was in a relationship with somebody and it wasn't very healthy at all. And if I'm honest, I was praying to God every day. I was reading the Bible, and I was just in a really bad emotional, mental place where I would have these dreams of self-harming myself, and I would have these dreams of, warning, graphic, I would have these dreams of some people finding me dead in my bathtub, pretty much. And so I was having these horrific nightmares, and I would wake up and I would pray to God and I would cry and just be like, yo, like, God, this faith I believe in. So one day I was at a church service, and this one missionary actually was like, I saw you walking down the hallway, and she started crying. She's like, the Lord just said, like, he loves you, and he loves you so much. And like, she's like, the thing I got, she didn't use the word recalibration, but she was like, I almost got like this idea of like getting rebaptized or like reconnected with God. And I was like, oh yeah, that's great. You know, not really sharing the depths of my battle. And so I left that day. I left that Sunday's church service, and I can't even remember. I might have gone to a coffee shop, but on my time to go back home, I was singing like a worship song. And I was like, there's no shadow you won't light up coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down. like you won't tear down coming after me. And so I was just singing like that there's no shadow. There's just nothing that God wouldn't come after me about. And so I was singing that. My phone was dead and I came into my apartment. And as I was singing, all of a sudden these other words started coming out of my mouth where I just started like telling the enemy, I was just like, there's nothing that you can put towards me that God will not get me through. And it was just, and it's interesting, right? Because it's not something that I even just thought about. I was just kind of singing, humming. And then all of a sudden the best way to describe it is like a lioness roar coming out of me. I was like, you know what? And you're going to be sorry that you came after me. And I was just like, Satan, like you have no place in my house. You have no place. And I was like, you're going to be sorry that you told me I was insecure. You're going to be sorry. And I just started like chanting these things around my living room. It just like came from the burning belly of like burning from my belly and like this roar out. It was like my stomach and my chest. And I just was like over my house. I was like, you're going to regret, like, I'm going to speak to thousands. And I'm just declaring these things. And I went to my room, and the room, my room is where I was having these horrible nightmares. When I went to my room, I was starting to like, I felt like there was this whisper in my chest. It was like, go to your room. And so I went into my room to start praying over it. And as I was in my room, these 3 angels appeared, and they were huge. They were huge. They were huge. It's actually kind of scary. Like, trying to think of a way to describe them. So you know how like, this isn't even a good description, but Harry Potter has those like dark bad things. Imagine like, but they're huge and they're huge. Imagine that, but like big good things. This is the worst description ever. This massive presence, just massive. And it like stopped me in my tracks. And I like immediately came down on my knees, and these massive presences turned into not people, but it was like the best imagery I can give. It's like in the movies when they have like, what is it called? Like a hologram? Is that what it's called? Where like, it's like a digital image where you like in the middle of the room. Anyways, it was like these massive presents, 3 massive presents around me. I'm on my knees, right? And I'm just like in awe. And the one to my right, it like becomes a man. And it's actually my mom's uncle. And he didn't say anything. He was just smiling. It was like this presence. I knew what the presence was. And I was like, Alejandro. Then to my left, it was my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather. And my great-grandfather had this straw hat. He looked young. His skin was looking fresh. And my great-grandmother just, you know, she was smiling. She looked young too. And she was just looking at him, and they just smiled. And so I just like felt their presence. They didn't say anything. They were just there. And then as they're looking at me, it's like I could see that everyone's focus turned that way. And this male presence walks towards me, and it was captivating. That's the word. It's like everyone was captivated. And it was a warm feeling. It was air I had never breathed before. It was colors that I had never seen before. It was bright. It was peace. It was a peaceful, still space. And this presence came to me. What I believe was Jesus. it's so interesting because I like try to replay this in my brain. I'm like, what did you look like? Like, did you have curly hair? Like, why can't I fine tune the details? Like, and I'm trying to go back to my journal because I know I wrote this down, and I'm like, I don't remember your skin color, your eye color, but it was this presence, right? And I heard, see, I don't even like the word heard, because it's almost like if there was a really loud thought. I'm looking at this presence, and now I'm in tears because it's just captivating and overwhelming, and just, I don't know. I can't describe it. I'm describing the best of my ability. But he comes, and immediately I just feel, I experience, like, I hear loudly in my head, because it wasn't audible. It's so hard to describe it. It's like telepathic. But I am so proud of you. That's what I heard. I am so proud of you. I get emotional because it was amazing. I am so proud of you. And that was it. He was gone. I'm so proud of you. After that moment, I was changed. I had believed in faith and like had been believing in God, but like I had something changed in me. I didn't have those dreams, those nightmares anymore. I still have nightmares every now and then. And actually I would say frequently, I still have nightmares, but during that time frame, after that moment, I was changed. I was changed. I'm still changed. And so during really uncertain times, like right now, COVID and deaths and uncertainty in career in this world, I have so many friends from all sides having their own journeys. But this story has come up so many times because there's people that have said like, yo, why do you believe? Or, yeah. And recently this came up yesterday because, we were giving away food home to home, in the downtown Lansing area. We were delivering these boxes of produce and food. And, there was a gentleman who we dropped off food at his house. And then, I was like, you want to join me? And somehow we were talking about like faith. And he was like, oh no, like I've seen Jesus. Jesus appeared in my room. And I was like, what? That happened to me. Like, I've never heard someone say, oh yeah, he's appeared to me too. Like, I've never met anyone who said, yeah, Jesus appeared in my room too. Like, I've never heard anyone say that. And so I was like, tell me your experience. And he was saying that he woke up one night and Jesus was sitting there, and he actually got startled and he ran out of the room and then came back and he was gone. And I was like, I could see that. Like, and I was like, I had angels appear first. And it was startling but it's startling because it's just so massive. He was just like, yeah, like it was startling. I was just like, whoa, whoa. Did you just manifest in my room? Like, whoa. So, as I was laying here thinking about hopelessness again, and I just keep going back to that checkpoint moment that like not everybody has had a crazy experience with God. And so I could see why it's easier to ingest and digest, whatever. One of the words or both of the words. Feel free to correct me on the comments below. I am not a grammatically gifted individual. Yeah, like I just feel like it's so easy to take in all this information that is hopelessness and brokenness and deaths and suicides and this world like falling apart. But I think about the moment that as an individual, I was falling apart. I was having dreams of being found dead in my bathroom. Like, there's so many more layers to it, but like I was on earth. I felt like emotionally, mentally tortured. And I can't even like recreate like, oh, here are the 5 steps I did to get Jesus to appear to my room. Like, it wasn't like that. But it was my experience. It's something that is real to me, that has happened to me. And so when people ask like, what do you believe and why do you believe it? I'm like, because I've seen Jesus, he appeared in my room. So I can't, even if I'm mad at God, even if I doubt him, even in these moments sometimes as I pray and I'm like, yo, I don't hear you. Where are you at? I cannot deny that moment was real. I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't drinking. It was like 3 o'clock in the middle of the day. And turns out that experience, so for time reference, if I recall correctly, it was like 3:30 when I got home, and like that experience was about an hour, and it did not feel like it was an hour. Like, I felt like I was in there for like 5 minutes. Like, I don't know, but it was an hour. If I recall correctly, because I remember then my phone, I had that experience. I was wiping away my tears. I stood up. So it was like that vision was over, and I was like realized I was in my bedroom on the carpet, and I was like, whoa, and I like stood up and was like, what just happened? But I felt so recharged. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was in a different realm. Like, I'm pretty sure I wasn't on this earth. And I was recharged. Yo, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm just sharing my story. And if you're somebody who is hopeless and is like, I don't know what I believe in, and like, that's okay. It is brave to question. It is brave to walk through trying to figure it out. It is brave to research all the belief systems. And why do I say that? Because I did it. It is brave. Be brave. Ask the questions. Be brave. Be angry. Communicate. Attempt to pray. Or like, just be brave. Ask questions and be brave. You are free to do that. And I recommend go for it. But if you're also someone who's like, I want that experience too, I'm just going to pray before the end of this video that you have that. That like, God, I just pray that as the creator of the universe, that you meet people in their broken places in their rooms too, like you did for me. I thank you for that encounter with you. I thank you that it has been a checkpoint moment, like in the game Mario Kart, or in those games Mario, where like anything can happen, but you always go back to this checkpoint moment. And I just thank you that that is a checkpoint moment for me and my faith. And I just pray that during this time, you give people checkpoint moments with you. Meet people on earth. I pray for heaven on earth. I pray for your miraculous and gracious appearance in people's hearts and homes, Lord, in their dreams. I pray that there are dreams where you are showing up and that there's no denying it is you. I pray that there are encounters in people's bedrooms, in people's living rooms, in people's basements, in people's closets, in people's bathrooms, people's backyards. I just pray, Jesus, that you appear in people's homes and people's rooms and reveal yourself to your people, to your children, to remind us and to give us hope during such a crazy time. I am believing and trusting in you, Lord, that you will answer this prayer, because you say if we seek, we will find you. If we ask, you will answer. If we knock, you will open the door. And so I just pray and impart that you open the doors for many other people. And I thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. That was a long video. Thanks for listening to me. I feel kind of vulnerable sharing that, but it's something that's been on my mind and I just want to share it. Toodles. I'm Lexirosa.poet. Thanks for watching.